Hmm. Alright, there we go. We actually had something weird happen, like an extreme delay. My mic is working, right? Yeah, it seems to be. Yeah, so I actually do not know what happened. Well, I have a feeling I know what happened. The It's kind of raining over here, and I have a feeling that caused the countdown part of this stream to be disconnected from the other part, because we lost Wi-Fi connectivity. Going off of it, we seem to be working as intended. So where we left off yesterday is we lost the child. However, the guy who tried attacking the child, we are slowly breaking down to recruit. Slowly. And I mean real slowly. However, we did end up getting a Velometric power cell, which is 1,000 watts of power for free. So a chem fuel reactor without needing to restock it at all. I wish you could build them, but no, that would be too game breaking. Also, if you hear the sound of rushing water, that is due to the fact that it's currently raining at my current position. It wasn't supposed to rain, however, it started downpouring. They're so busy that they're not really properly cleaning. Besides Dave. You know what? Instead of David, I should just change it to Dave. His nickname. Nickname will be Dave. Because most of these ponds probably won't last that long. You know, I had this door open so he would be able to walk around, but it seems like he does not want to. Hmm. You know, it says waste is at 100, but I thought they would, take it outside. Because I don't care leaving it to affect the wilderness. Badgers are aggressive, I know that for a fact. This is supposed to be the Cosmic Sanctuary, which is the ideology um, place for us. We don't really have anyone for leadership, though. But I believe we can set up a meditation zone in the sanctuary. If we go to ideology, there should be something with meditate. No. It would be miscellaneous for meditation spots. Guess we'll just plop one there. Because going into furniture, I believe we are able to make a meditation throne, actually, and have it just like that. Oh my, I think I can do that. I can make it jade. Jade for the 48 beauty. which is good for an ideology location. But after losing connection just once, made me kind of worried because, you know, Wi-Fi being disconnected and whatnot. Because looking at it hasn't disconnected since, because it would say, oh, James Leo 100 has gone offline or something like that. These animals don't get hypothermia. No? Good. This temp. I might need to put a cooler here, though. I might need to ensure that any type of meat or that gets put in there doesn't spoil. Select hopper, and I believe I could just clear all, and that one won't be used anymore, kind of to reduce wastage. Because if it was rice, I wouldn't care that much, but it's not rice, unfortunately. Wait, why haven't we moved? I need to take a look at the map. Because I know we were traveling somewhere to get more grav cores. Yeah. I'm guessing it must have popped up soon or something. I always want to all the way over there. Oh, steel. We'll just cancel that, since it seems like we are planning on leaving this zone, at least. The Jade Meditation Throne is almost complete. Well, kind of. Kind of. But yeah, not really much to say. The ship looks weird right now. It kind of looks like a pistol at the moment if it was flipped over. Oh my. I didn't know we could do executions. Maybe a change in the No, no. I think every ideology has access to that. Alright, set it to be placed there. And for the other two kneel pillows. Jeez, my tongue is getting stuck. I believe plain leather. Yep, plain leather. We will build two like so. Yeah. Alright. I'm kind of liking how this looks. I think it looks pretty nice. Does dark light change anything, like power consumption? No, it just changes appearance. Okay. Yeah, Wanda here with her 2 foxes and a wolf. Wait, are they following someone else? No, no, they're following Wanda. Alright, well, with that, at least in this location, I believe we are ready to launch. Where is he? Ah, there he is. Oh, right, we're mining components. Come on, foxes, get on. I'll have to wait for them to sleep, I guess. Or, wait a minute. Maybe I can do this. I'll draft them so they follow me, then do that, and then click launch. Ah, there we go. Alright, and then this is an ancient reactor in the Skylands. So we are going to land on there. Hopefully our animals don't get Scara. Oh, it upsetted them because we technically dumped toxic waste. Oh dear. Alright, ancient reactor. An ancient reactor is hidden within nearby ruins. The reactor is damaged and is leaking, covering the region in a toxic fallout. Locate and disable the reactor to attain the grav core and stop the fallout. Oop, why did it do that to me? So, this is the reactor. This is part of the Scarlan's beautiful, beautiful empty cities that have really nothing of value. You're right. Moving our landing area there. Like so. Apparently spring has begun. There's basically no fertility. There's fertility over here though, so we'll make a little grow room, well, growing area for rice. We'll re-allow that door, and then Dan, I want you to hack that door. What's that noise? Oh right, that's the book we bought to level up cooking with breeding. Mind you, she is completely unable to cook, yet she's reading the book. Eat some paste. Then no, you are not going to bed actually. Oh no. There's a hunter trap and a wasp trap right there. Yeah, we're disabling that door. Looks like this door's safe to enter through. Oh, that's such a that's such an evil thing to do. Wasp traps right next to hunter traps. Evil, beyond evil. And like they did mention, Skara is running amongst a lot of the animals. You can actually tell the difference. They all look like their skin's rotting off. However, in the Scarlands, it doesn't kill them. Alright. Dan, you just need to hack this door then. Compacted steel here. Some compacted machinery is there. Ooh, more jade. Well, we can always use more jade to beauty up some of the rooms. But I do forget, he does have the stun ability, so within theory, anything he comes across he could stun. Okay, we found the reactor. Okay, doesn't look like stun. It only works on organics. This room's not organic in nature. Alright, so we will go through this room. Wait a minute. Alright, you can undraft now. You know, I was hoping it would get to the turrets, but it seemingly has not been able to. So we'll have to deal with them straight up. We could have Dan theoretically come through one door with his lifter drone, and Wanda with her animals through one door. Have the bear go straight towards the hunter trap, maybe. Huh. Alright. Wanda, it's your turn to do something, I guess. No, 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 no. No, my poor animals. They weren't ready. Wanda, I guess get rid of it. Better go for that one. How's the bear doing? Not so good. Alright, Dave, I am drafting you. I know you can't fight, but I want you to pick up all the medicine you can. How the fox is doing? Not so good. The bear I'm more worried about. The bear is literally a beast. Wanda, get out. Ah, no. Alright. Prioritize hacking the reactor, how about? I'm gonna disallow any doors in the local vicinity. I want you to rescue And Dave, I want you to come out. Alright, well, we lost our 2 foxes. Really unfortunate. But if we can save the grizzly bear, we win. Oh, dear. 10, 10, 10. Save my bear. I didn't say for you to stop. Oh. This isn't looking so good for her. No! We lost the grizzly bear. He was so close to being patched up too. Ah, darn it. That's like most of our defensive, you know, our defense here. How's Wanda's mood? Okay, she's just in serious pain. So somewhere in this building is additional grav cores, I know for a fact. I mean, gravlet panels. I just don't know where, and I'm kind of worried because I don't have, you know, our main offensive sacrifices, to say the least. Okay. This room doesn't seem too bad. I'm worried what's in here, though. Okay, there's a sealed container. Alright, sentient. I really hope the gravlet panels aren't in a dangerously room. Okay, nothing in there, so we are disallowing this room to be used. Alright, Dan, I'm undrafting you. Enjoy your day or 2 off. Well, probably like till your needs get up and then we're sending you back into the fray. Yeah, just looking at it, I'm going to need to build a cooler here. On the good note, it'll heat up this room during winter. Bad news, it'll heat up that room during, you know, winter. Alright. Wish we could recruit this guy, but it's taking forever. Wanda is too good of a melee fighter to risk. Dan is currently the only person who can be both royalty and the mech link because Wanda's psychically insensitive. That was a big lightning strike sound thingamajig. The eclipse has ended. Oh, we have a self-tamed rat. How gracious of us. We can't even train the rat. I do want to try taming a Boomalope. 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 Hmm. Thinking on it, we could try taming one of these due to, you know, getting chem fuel out of them. But the more I think about it, I don't think we have a necessary room to repurpose into like a. Alright. Royal noble guy coming in. I'm not giving him Nord, because Nord here we need for the additional manpower, because clearly we can't keep any manpower because they keep on dying. Alright, now just go into the base. Oh, right, we can't even go in that hallway. Hmm. Oh, dear. Okay, it's 4 rats. And we have royalty nobles here, so we might be fine. Heward might be fine. Yeah, they're going in the general area. A psychic emulator? Oh! Whoa, that's crazy. It improves the mood of anyone nearby. We could place it here and get most of the place, besides the beds. I think we will do that. It kind of looks like Dan has like a bow tie or cat ears behind him. Blast door open all the way down there. Nine days? Nine days, but for 12 Litterworld medicine? I want it, but I don't know if I could. Alright, so this just opened 2 blast doors down there. Hopefully this room's the room we wanted. What's this? Busted television. Alright. So I'd rather have the rooms be empty and useless than an empty room with a hunter drone or wasp. Like I was saying. Terrifying, let me tell you. It's like unnerving because each room could just be like a death sentence or be like a blessing in disguise. Really now? You have an ancient blast door that leads to compacted steel. I suppose I shouldn't be too surprised. There's a component box. Alright, undrafting you so you can get back home. Because I did not mean to completely overtake you that long. Okay, so it uses 200 power. However, everyone's mood improves by 5 if they, are psychic. Yeah, like looking at her, it's normally would give her a +5. However, since she's psychically unaffected by anything psychic, she's just perfectly fine with it. Like, no deep mood positives or anything. While Dave here, he gets a +5. It's a really good find, especially later on. I'm shocked they're still here. Wait, Imperials from the Fallen Empire have left a gift of 5 components. Wow, that was nice of them. Alright, and take care of more of your needs so I can send you back in there. Looking at it, resistance went from, what was it, 15 to 20, all the way down to 3.7, so we might be able to get him. That was such a powerful boom, the emulator. Which does remind me, we still have that quest for a friend needing help. It would take 9 days, but we could get 12 Glitterworld medicine. Yeah, why not? So dude's just gonna chill here near the psychic emulator, be in a good mood. Alright. He probably won't what's with the leg spike also? Or is it just the psychic emulator? It's like does that pulse that's just disorientating me. Right, we're placing this heater up in the research room because it seems like this cooler's been able to properly cool it down a little too well. Yeah, the room is very toasty with that chem fuel generator and the cooler. Who needs wait a minute. Oh, do we just not have power to keep that running? Fair enough. We did use 200 just for this emulator. which I could turn off at any time, really. Wait a minute. Quests. Thought there was a quest for him relating to his honor, but I think he just doesn't have it yet. Alright, so let's go down here and see what this room has entailed. Okay, nothing bad. Nothing bad. You know, I never thought exploring ruined buildings would give me so much dread, but here we are. Like, these, ancient ruins, ever since they added the wasp and the hunters, are terrifying. Oh, an ancient uplink. I've actually never used these. However, apparently they add a new location for you to explore. Ah, he got locked out. He was so close too. Woo! And get out there, Wanda. I need you to get to the bunker now. Well, you know, the ancient reactor. Oh, he got headshot. Oh, hopefully that doesn't affect his brain permanently. Oh, that thing does not want to stop. It wants to throw hands. This is not a good time, Stephanie and Dennis. I would love to obliterate you later, but right now we're kind of busy. Oh, one of them is an impid. Alright. I'm going to do a pro gamer move, I mean. Dave, prioritize working on these. There we go. We were so close to finishing hacking, and then that robot just came in like, hey, bud, what's up? Green, this is not the time to be joking around. Stay indoors. Alright. So either way, if they want to try getting in, hopefully they would have to go to one of the doors. Looking at them, one of them's a pyromaniac. nimble, too smart, but bad with everything. Then we have Dennis here, which is amazing with animals. However, mm, decent in some things, I guess. Were you patched up? Yes, you were. Hoping one of these... Oh. Hey, no. Hey, no, give that back. Okay. I guess they just stole the equivalent of 1,010 value from my colony. AKA 2 of my thrusters. Like, wow. Can't have anything in the rim. We've explored so much of this base, but we have not found the gravlet panels. Oh. Oh no. Lifter bot? You should not be out there. Dave, get its attention. Okay, that didn't really play out as I was hoping. I want you to use a stun on it so Dave can get away and then you can shoot it. Ooh. Alright, well. At least no one was hurt. And this is why I love the stun effect. It causes mad animals to be temporarily just like stunned, I guess. Well, of course, but you know. Now we have to replace the thrusters we lost. However, we were at a very, you know, not a good time, so it's better that they just took that rather than being, you know, an impid setting us on fire. Rare thumbos? Are those hostile if you try recruiting, taming them? No, however, we can tame them. Let's see if we can't tame one. I don't... Yeah, saving. Alright. Your movement and that is kind of lower due to, you know, getting a headshot. It was a 1.6 chance of taming it. We were not going to successfully tame it. But that isn't going to stop Wanda. Imagine if they both self-tamed. Because one's a male and another also male. However, they basically are immortals, so we don't have to worry about old age catching up to them. Alright, Dan, since you are fully healed up, at least in that regards, congratulations, you're returning to the place that tried killing you. Wait a minute, no you're not. That's another sentry turret. And I can't stun it. Because we only have like a little bit of the facility left to explore. Alright, I guess you should heal up, and then we'll take everyone. Of course, Green, since he won't do any work, we're not sending him. Wanda here's still trying to plant crops, but they won't grow. Flora the Outlaw? A grav core for... We'll have to wait to see about accepting that, because we might not even be able to. How much more? Okay, one more chat and we'll be able to recruit you. And we'll finally have a good combat pawn, I guess. The village screen. Why did we have to start in winter? I do not like that turret. It makes me angry that it exists and does not pay taxes to me. The audacity. Alright, chat with him. Alright, I guess another thing of resistance. I thought as long as it got to 0 it would work, but I guess not. Those thumbos would be so amazing pets. Okay, Dan, you are healed up. Wanda, you are healed up. And Dave, you are not really... You can't fight. However, I can still assign you to always carry 3 med kits. Then we're going to kill that wandering bot. I know it was... Oh! Good, good. He has an animal war call. Okay. He's good at shooting and melee, so what I'm gonna do is give him a bolt action rifle. Can't see the security drone. So we are just gonna finish hacking this up. We found an abandoned station. You don't detect any signs of life. You can break in to attain the loot inside, but the platform probably has a defense system. Yeah, that's actually not too far. However, I don't know if we would actually go to the place. Wait, Wanda, meet me there. We are going to try hacking this terminal. Last doors opened. Ooh. We don't know what's in there. Wait, Wanda, are you bleeding? It was like blood spawned where you were. Ah, yes, the snow's gone, which reveals the Scarland's beautiful, and I mean beautiful weather. That's this. I believe that's where the Gravlet panels are. However, just looking at it, Hunter Trap. Looks like that's the last room we can access, so... Nord, be a deer and come here. Where's the security terminal? Is it like... Alright, well, Nord, you... Oh, there they are. There it is. Alright, it's gone. Now... I need to spring the trap in order to explore the rest of this space. So we are going to do some tomfoolery. Ah, all the rats in that moved away from the facility. Oh no. Nordhaven, run. Shockingly wasn't that hurt. Alright. That's what I like to hear. Now, Dan, open that. Nord and Wanda, go over there. Oh, wait, what? A pilot sub persona core? What's this? A low-grade sub what the heck? Specialized in grav ship flight. It reduces the chances of an accident when flying a grav ship, though it can't be fully accounted for human error. It can support up to 2, and looking at it, it's not beautiful. It consumes power. Alright, well that's not gravlet panels, but we will take it. We'll probably put it there. Now, Nord, be a deer. Are you telling me there's no gravlet panels here? Ancient reactor. Yeah, it says there should be. But this... Oh, wait. One of the lifters should bring it. I'm hoping this is a gravlet panel room. Because I don't like being lied to. Game. Okay, re-looking into all the rooms we've explored. Every single chest has been opened. I think there might be a room here, but I'm not 100% sure. And we don't have our breaching axe because someone was kind enough to leave us with it. I feel bamboozled. I guess we'll find out if this is just an empty space, or if it's, you know, actually something of use. Oh, I really wish we had that breaching axe. It would go so much quicker. Oh, Norden. Norden, no! We gotta save Norden. Never mind, we don't have to save him because he took out the things that were attacking him. However, he's not looking too hot. Can you rescue him? You can. Amazing. Well, it doesn't look like he's in a food binge anymore, due to the fact that he's at the risk of end of life care, and we just recruited him. Area revealed. Empty. Thank you for the follow. How has your day been? Yeah, my mic is working. Yes, yes, yes. Well, thank you for the follow. I don't know why. English I just suck at. Kylie Sean? I believe I said it right? English is not my strong suit whatsoever, even though it's my only language I speak. So there was no area there. So I'm kind of curious, where am I supposed to get the gravelet panels that they say? Like, they bamboozled me, but they gave me good loot. Unless if this is a room. But looking at it, it looks like it's all granite. Nothing much. Just, streaming. How are you doing? That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, for me, it's the same. Just kind of felt like streaming some Rimworld. Gonna set those to be opened. And this is a steel scrap box. I get that one. Okay. Taking a look at it, it looks like, oh, we didn't get anything really good out of that. I was hoping for, gravelet panels, because the quest says it has gravelet panels, but I've searched everywhere and there's no gravelet panels anywhere. Valuables. So my last ditch effort is searching all these ruined boxes and hoping that there's something in it. Well, the goal of this playthrough is to destroy the Persona core mine, so this new DLC, Rimworld Odyssey, I don't know what your knowledge of Rimworld is, but basically the DLC adds mobile spaceships that are connected to this grav engine. Anything that's within the zone is considered part of the ship and can fly off. However, you're always constantly being chased by mechanoids and they're trying to kill us because we fucked up. Mind my French, before you actually start playing. So the mission of this playthrough is to eventually defeat the core one way or another. Um, Not sure if we'll succeed, but that's the point in trying. Because last game we everything was going perfectly. The stream was lasted us probably like in total hours that I was streaming that one playthrough. We were probably at like 20 to 25 ish hours, and I made one fatal mistake because I planned the ship poorly. I had a battery exposed to the sky. Well, basically, that as well. Um, so surviving is the main priority of it. However, worst case scenario, we just defeat the core. Royal visitor. So yeah, I mean, we try surviving as much as possible. Um, the game, if uh, there are ways to end the game, like going to an ancient spaceship and flying off after defending wave after wave of enemies. However, I'm probably going to consider our quote unquote victory when we defeat the mechanoids that are hunting us down. So we can't stay on the same map tile like this area. We will have to move to prevent them from hunting us down. So the hope for it is to just survive as long as we can and, defeat the core. But one way of doing that is expanding the ship, and well, the ship clearly it's an all right ship. We don't have much food due to the fact that it sucks growing here, so since we completely explored the ship, there's nothing else to explore. We're actually going to launch off. Or did we want to... Oh, the Thumbos left. Um, when it comes to Rimworld, the best playthrough is the crash landed playthrough. So that's like the basic of the basic. You start with three people, you crash onto a map tile, and you you basically just live there compared to nomadic playstyles like the Grav ship. So out of all the origins I played, I'd have to say Crash Landed is the most basic of the basic, but it's also the most standard out of all of them. When you start a game, you actually can make it completely peaceful, which will make it that raids don't happen or anything. So if you want to just play a chill, basically city builder, you can do that. Rimworld's quite versatile with its, playthrough. So let me fly over, and I'll go to the main menu and show you. Oop. Lifter, get on board. Now launch. Now we were going up here, correct? Yes, we were. Cold bog, no. just go here, like so. I love this animation of the ship taking off. However, since my ship looks so weird right now, it just looks weird. But yeah, once I get to the main menu, I will show you what it, does. Alright, but finding a place to land here. A lot of fertile ground there. However, 2 fertile grounds here. Right, confirm landing. Right, we are going to save and then return to menu. I did save, right? Yeah, it looks like I saved. Alright, so when I click New Colony, it will say here, choose scenario. And we have the crash landed, which is you start with 800 silver, 50 meals, 30 medicine, 30 components. Then you start with actually pretty decent armor and ammo. Well, not ammo, but weaponry. You start with one random pet, and you start with some steel and wood to build your base with. And then around the map, there's 720 steel, and then 7 meals, and 3 ship chunks that can be broken, like dismantled into additional steel, I believe. And then we have the Lost Tribe, which you do start with more people. You start with 5 individuals. However, you start as you lack a lot of technology, and future research is really difficult. But you start with 400 pemmican, basically meat that doesn't expire as quickly as normal food. Then you start with some basic tribal weaponry. You start with 3 random pets and 500 wood and 200 silver. Then you have the Rich Explorer, which you start with a large amount of silver, and your medicine is upgraded to Glitter World medicine, which that's the best of the best medicine in this game. And then you have Naked Brutality, which is the hardest, and I mean the hardest playthrough. You start with absolutely nothing. Then my favorite before the grav ship, the Mechanator. Basically, you have the technology to build mechanoids, which are the robots hunting you down. Right, let's delete that spam bot, since it was trying to say something about a link or something. Then you have the Segrophage, which basically is you're a vampire, which gives you a lot of buffs, however, several debuffs as well. Then you have Anomaly, which I've never played that one. However, it's difficult. It basically throws you right into the Anomaly DLC, which is I cannot wrap my head around it. Out of all the DLCs, a lot of people say Anomaly is the most not built into the game. Like royalty, ideology, and whatnot, those are really feel like they are built into the game, while Anomaly kind of just feels like it's its own thing. And then you have the Grav Ship, which is part of the Odyssey DLC, which you start on an orbital platform, and you have to run away constantly, which is the playthrough I've been doing, because I've always been quite nomadic when it comes to games, like Kenshi, and that I just love leaving. I don't like staying in the same place. but I love having a mobile base. Project Zomboid, I would play the RV Nomad mod and also do that. Oh, wait, I completely almost forgot. So if I click Crash Landed and I click Next, it, it will show this. It will show 3 portraits of your AI storyteller. They'll give you, you have Cassandra Classic, which is who I play as. They will give you challenges, but then they'll give you some, normal breathing room, and then they'll just toss back at it. Then you have Randy Random, which completely random. A lot of Rimworld streamers play as him due to how chaotic it is, and they'll set to losing is fun, so they don't live as long. When it comes to building a colony, hmm, I've never played traditionally. I've always played a little bit differently, but one thing you want to do is hmm trying to think here now. So first you want to secure food and you want bedrooms. So uh there's also Chillax, which you if you want a peaceful game just to kind of learn how to play the game, select her and select peaceful to basically have no aggression. Like for the most part it's completely peaceful. But reloading back into the game, I can kind of go over what I did yesterday. So, okay. So normally what you want to do is secure a food source and then bedrooms. As you can see, these bedrooms are really small. Um, Usually if you're not playing the Grav Ship Origin or with anything, you want to let me turn off the fertility and give a planning thing. You usually want to create like a room like this that they have some room and then add some furniture in it to make them feel happy. And you want to do that for every colonist you have. Yep. And then once you get, bedrooms fixed, you right down here, you can click this fertility overlay and it'll show you the fertility. Green, like dark green like this, is good. Plants will grow really quicker than 100% here. This green is only 100%. And then anything else like this soil sucks at growing. And if there's just no green or no overlay, nothing can grow there. So you would go into zone on the architect thing, click growing zone, and just kind of like do this. And it'll create a growing zone, which you'd just click it, select the plant you want to grow. I choose rice because it's the fastest growing food. So it's very good when you're always on the road. Another thing is you want to get power. So I believe, I could be wrong here, you can make wood-fired generators pretty early on in a normal playthrough, or wind turbines. A wood-fired generator costs like 150 wood per 3 days, I believe. However, it produces 1,000 watts of power. And you can build these conduits, and you want to create a small room. It can be small, bigger than this, but I just made it small like this because I was going nutrient paste, so I don't have to cook the meals. Then I would build a cooler, have it connected to the power where it shows the yellow line, and you want the blue side to be facing into the room while red is expoling. Because coolers, they'll cool down the room they're in, but they'll heat up the area that is not, that's red. And for normal playthroughs, uh, because nutrient paste, a lot of colonists, they don't like it, so they get a mood debuff. However, my ideology, they don't mind it, so that's why I did that. You'll need to build a stove. A stove is where you can order people to cook things. But yeah, so if I had to say the things you should prioritize when starting a new game, getting shelter, getting a table with where they can eat set up, and then a farm, and then a little freezer room. And of course, you will need a storage room. And, well, after that, you get the basics set up. You want to go for a research bench because those are very important to research new items, which can get you farther in your playthrough, higher technology and whatnot. But when you start a game, if you've never played Rimworld before or you're planning on trying Rimworld, I would suggest making sure you have your colonists. If you're going. Wait, Nord's dead? Oh no, he's not dead. I just thought he was dead. Oh jeez. You want to make sure your colonists can do most lines of work. Like Wanda here, she's amazing with animals and planting. However, she cannot cook nor craft because she's in, nor can she clean or haul things because she is incapable of dumb labor, crafting, and cooking. And these little fires near their skills are passions. If someone has a passion in something, you want them to do that work because they'll level up quicker and do the work quicker. But yeah, right now we're growing a large amount of rice due to the fact that we uh whatchamacallit, we've been trapped in winter and we didn't have enough food to last winter, so I kind of been starved. Yeah, no problem. I'm always willing to help people with Rimworld advice. I'm not the best at it, but I at least I know the basics. Not the advanced stuff, but certainly the basics. But yeah, in but when you start your colony, normally if you do a normal playthrough, you use wooden walls and all that. But you do want to eventually upgrade to possibly stone walls, which you need to break up these little rocks into bricks, as you saw Dan just do. Um, I haven't been playing it that long. I I have like maybe 110 hours in it, but I only play it when I stream. And I believe I started my first playthrough of Rimworld back in, wow, when was it? I believe it was February or January, or slightly before that. Um, I bought it when it was on sale because Rimworld's pretty expensive if you get all the DLCs, and I'm someone who I won't buy a game if I can just buy everything DLC wise because I want to experience the whole game, not just some parts of it, if that makes sense. So, compared to other streamers, very small amount of time I've been playing it. But I only play when I stream because I've kind of connected RimWorld to streaming, which is strange, but it's just what I do. So, Sean, how long have you been playing it, or are you considering buying it to play it? Mm. OG? I would not think so. I I, I haven't been playing it long because Rimworld's been a thing since 2013. I bought it back in the winter sale, so it's July. So about 7 to 8 months, I'd have to say. I've owned and played the game. Yeah, that's completely valid. I've been looking at the game for years, and I have a lot of obsession with colony builders. Like, I don't know if you've ever heard of the game. It no longer exists. You cannot find it anywhere. It's called Clockwork Empires. It was actually a 3D version, basically roughly based off of Rimworld. However, the people that made it went under, and, well, this scratches the itch when it came to Clockwork Empires. I miss Clockwork Empires, but I mean, I could play it because technically I owned it back before the company went under and all that. However, it was a very buggy game, unlike Rimworld. Rimworld's quite bug free, I want to say. However, it can be a pain sometimes. like this playthrough is a new playthrough. It's it's going all right, I would have to say. The game that I was streaming before this, everything was going well till I built a battery. I built a battery and left it exposed to the air, because by clicking a button on the bottom, you see the green. That's where a roof is. There was not a roof above a battery, and it started storming, and batteries will blow up when exposed to rain. So it completely blew up my it blew up my storage slash energy room, and since I planned the ship so poorly, everyone died besides two people, and I had like 11 pawns, which is what people call the people. Like, they got cooked alive. It was eventful, I'll say. It was a sure game, I'll say. But yeah, I think it's a good game. However, everyone's entitled to their own opinions. Like, I know, my parent, they don't really like it due to the fact it reminds them of earlier bad graphics games. If it wasn't for the pawns looking like pawns, he probably would play it, but it's kind of hard to say. But if you ever want to, before buying it, I don't know if it's on sale anymore, but make sure to wait till parts of the game are on sale to buy it. I'm not sure when Odyssey will ever go on sale. I bought it right when it released, so it wasn't on sale, I believe. But just the base game alone, waiting till it goes on sale is pretty nice. There is a lot of content from the DLCs, like Ideologies, that's its own DLC. But look, I forgot the names, but there's some YouTubers that are really worth watching if you're thinking about getting into Rimworld. Alright, my YouTube's not working with me. So there's a bunch of mods in Rimworld. Uh One YouTuber to watch might be the VQ. VQ? It it's spelled like a VEEQUEUE. They've been streaming Rimworld Odyssey. Then you have Anti Kepler, the Grim Kleepler, and those are some of the people I watch when it comes to Rimworld. It was actually watching them play that got me into Rimworld, actually. Because, you know, that's just how I was. But yeah, like, definitely wait till it goes on sale if you're looking to save a few bucks. That's what I did. They had it on the Christmas sale, and so that's what I did. I bought it on sale. Because I bought all the DLCs, which before Odyssey, I believe it was like $100, 100 to $110 I spent on all DLCs. This is while it was on sale, so it would have been a little bit pricier. Oh, right, I can assign Nord to do hunting. Oh, he's already assigned to it. But he's recovering from his injuries. Yeah, like, there are several mods for Rimworld that makes the game really good. Alright. I completely forgot about this quest, but I should accept it and see. Okay, so it expires in a year, but jump to Fiona. How far is that from me? Oh, it's actually like right above orbit. Oh, right. I don't have the means to keep everyone safe in space, so we are just not going to accept the quest. Because I don't like failing quests. What is going on with the power grid? Probably due to, all the heating. I should probably fix that. Alright. But yeah, like, when it comes to colonists, they can be assigned different work. So if you do get Rimworld to play, make sure you set manual priorities and set them like this. It's a lot more complex than just doing a check mark, but they will prioritize things that are one being the highest priority, while four being the lowest priority. So when it comes to making sure your colonists do work, you want to do that. Alright. Our storage room is getting kind of filled that the well-planned storage room is just become a stockpile, basically, where we just throw everything in there and hope for the best. But yeah, like the DLCs do add a lot. Odyssey, of course, adds the flying ship, but they also add fishing, which is kind of nice. Wow, you're still recovering from your injuries. But then again, he got blown up in front of 3 wasps that were shooting him, so fair enough that he would go unconscious. How can these things be trained? None. Okay. I want to get some animals that I can train to be like combat. Oh, there's cougars. However, they're really dangerous. Okay, taking a look here. We have some limestone. Trying to think how I want to plan out the flooring. Such a hard decision. I got some sandstone, so I could always do some sandstone tiles. Because they do have like a beauty modification. Oh, why did I say it like that? My voice just went all like, modification. Wait a minute. I'm doing flagstone, not sands fine tables. Let's delete that and build some more. We got some visitors. Seems like they might be able to trade with us, so we are going to trade with them when they get here. Oh, I thought they got into a fight by how I heard shooting. The shuttle has arrived. We're green, so green is finally leaving our colony. Which means we get Rimworld medicine, which is just insane. Alright. Oh, you actually have one. Oh, wait, no. I misread that. I thought they had advanced components, which we need, because Odyssey and Anomaly, they added a new type of like, map thing, where it's, like, underground of the actual map. And Odyssey, one of the locations to find gravlet panels and grav cores are, like, these underground bunkers. I want to put an anchor down there so I can build basically vault tech. Because the first series I played was Extreme Desert Survival. AK, if you are outside, you're going to die of heat stroke. Um, and, well, I want to do that just kind of create like a safe location for people. However, it requires some work, I guess. Taking a look at it, we'll sell our melee weapons. We'll keep the Gladius, just in case. We'll sell the auto pistol. And there's nothing they can really offer me, which is sad. Alright, we'll accept that trade, and I'll queue up some gathering of the wild heal root, because we do need more medicine. Oh, his torso was shredded. Oh. I thought that was... Oh, he does have a lot of scars from those wasps that attacked him. Alright, Nord is in a shooting frenzy, which means he will shoot faster, I guess. Oh. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. Wait a minute. I don't have to throw it out because it has no time cooldown. So I can do that quest later when I feel like I'm prepared enough for it. Can't wait to have actual rice again. Food is been stubborn. We've been kind of running low on food. Because of the winter, we've been relying on meat. However, meat expires. Okay, I can toggle all these to be turned off. It's not that warm weather anymore that we... Well, cold weather that we have to worry about cooling or heating in our base. A distress signal? Yeah, no. We're not going there. That's a death sentence. I don't want to deal with any fleshy beings today. Alright. So temperatures basically have normalized. Nord is fully up and running. He's basically going to be one of our combat drones. Because he's not really good at anything besides cooking, animals, and construction. Which reminds me, we can assign him that. And he cannot handle things due to being... Wait, no, he's amazing when it comes to animals. However, he can't do anything because he's a serial murderer. So he can't even deal with the animals that he's so skilled at. We had a child when we started the playthrough. However, they they died of hypothermia because they kept on going outside, which caused Dave to go in a catatonic state because he was so sad the child died. A royal tribute collector, of course. Just trying to find something, but I guess I couldn't find it. Stand still. Right, see, do we have anything to give them? No, so we can't gain any honor. That's kind of off trail, so we aren't going to go there. Okay. So looking at it, view planet. The mechanoid relay is in an otter palm chasm. I've never heard of this biome, but it looks like it's one of the specialty lava biomes. Barren waste burned cleaned by volcanic heat. Periodic lava eruptions can burn people and buildings, but also enrich the soil with mineral deposits. Alright, so basically gotta be careful when we go there. The new biomes are really well built, I dare I say. We're getting closer to getting microelectronics completed, which will allow us to build the advanced research bench and then get more later tech. And we finally have rice, which I forgot to mention, even though I saw it clearly being harvested. I am really forgetful today. A fallen empire has left. We need more colonists, but they keep on dying. Every time we get a new colonist, they always die so brutally. Wait a minute, did I not build one of those? Okay, I don't think I have the tech for it, actually. Yep. Microelectronics is what we would need to research to be able to trade with orbital ships. We can place a beacon in here. Oh, dear. How many? 5 rats that are trying to eat us alive. Alright, that's perfect, huh? Alright. Let's grab everyone besides Dave, since Dave cannot fight. He'll probably be the death of this run, not being able to fight. Oh, jeez. Nor just managed to snipe that rat. Okay. I thought I was expecting more risk with these animals, but I guess not. But then again, rats are very weak when it comes to animals. What about their trainability? No? Darn. Do yaks have trainability? What animals can be trained to act like guard dogs or that? Crows can, but not sparrows and whatnot. I smell favoritism. Yeah, so basically right now we're just kind of... Alright, so our freezer is filled with rice, and we haven't even really done a big harvest. However, the more the better. Well, not all the time, but I still want more. Simple research wooden research bench. Let's select to have that completely dismantled because we no longer need wooden workbenches all that much. They've been making more granite blocks, which is good since the room we are building requires a lot of those. So fine granite tiles. We can do that much more. Yeah, so most of the rooms, as you can see, I've planned them out quite okay-ish. Given the space, they'll work. Bedrooms, they're just basically cells where people go in. They're not happy about it, however, they can't complain that much. It's an awful bedroom, though. Then they have their rec room, which the rec room is very impressive. So people are happy to be in the rec room. It's called a rec room, but it's also the dining room. So it gives bonus mood for either way. Storage room, it's impressive due to the flooring I built in it. They consider it a kitchen due to the fact I have a slight butchering area in there. It's decent. Alright, west. Oh, let's see here. So we have two people who are desperate. They claim to have lost their home in a recent attack. Hmm. Last time we did this, Dave fell in love with one of the women, fell in love with the woman, and then they betrayed us, and then he had went farther into a mental break. When, you know, she died. Well, I play a variety of games, but I've been focusing on streaming Rimworld for now, but I've played Infection Free Zone, but I've been waiting for it to receive a few new updates before continuing that. And I've played... I forgot the name. Beyond All Reason, which is kind of like Total Annihilation, but new, I guess. Then you have Age of Empires 2 and 3, and I have a bunch of games, but when it comes to streaming, Infection Free Zone, Rimworld, I believe I've streamed Terra Invicta a few times, Project Zomboid. Yeah, I have a lot of variety. Uh, but when it comes to streaming, I usually stream series, not just like one-off games. I could easily do that. I could easily just stream like Team Fortress 2 or something, but I don't. Because I can play those anytime, really. But yeah, just looking at my home screen, uh, Foxhole is another one I've played. Hearts of Iron, Victoria 3, Cypherus Protocol as well. Eh, America. Well, United States, if we're going by that. Since, there's three nations on the North American peninsula, basically. It's not a peninsula. Oh, nice. Oh my. 55 vulture eggs. Completely unfertilized. Yeah, like, I have a few friends from the UK. It's sometimes difficult to... Oh my. What happened? Alright. Ship chunks blowing up. Okay. Um, I'm not... I'm not sure where they are. Because, like, they can be friends, but you don't really know that much about them. But I started streaming, I believe it was in either December or January. It was roughly during that time that I set up my equipment, because the microphone I've had for years, because when I was younger, teenager in middle school, I was obsessed with singing. Was I good at it? Absolutely not. I cringe at hearing the videos I posted of myself singing. Yeah, exactly. I have not much knowledge of what to do when streaming. I mean, I I've edited the audio, so how you hear my voice, there's a suppressor in it as well to kind of make it noise cancellation. So without it, you would be able to hear my PC, uh, the fan spinning at full speed. Every click in that you would hear, but it kind of mutes it a little bit. This is all right. But yeah, I haven't been streaming that long. I've thought about streaming for a while before I actually started. Well, yeah, I'm not that old. I may sound like it, but I'm not. Like I think I started my first YouTube channel, which got like probably like 200 or so subscribers back when I was 14, 15-ish. I did get over 100,000 views on it though, so that was pretty neat. But I kind of like hid that away because I have that completely not connected to my Twitch kind of days, I guess. Well, the channel still exists, but I did, private a lot of the videos. It's kind of just like if someone finds the channel, all right, they found it, but I'm not gonna like tell anyone about it. Right, allow corpses and chunks, and then toxic waste packs. There we go. Well, I mean, I just kind of wanted to start with something new. Like, I wanted to do like something like just starting anew, basically. New branding, I guess you could say. Yeah, because when I had that YouTube channel, I was really young, and I've changed. And every time I listen to one of my old videos or anything like that, I cringe, and I cringe a lot. It's nothing much when it comes to that. I mean, I work as a clerk, nothing big. I just kind of live life while also working. However, I hate working because I hate working with people. Uh, Riddle me this. I can deal with people online, but when it comes to it being in person, I just can't. But then again, when you're dealing with a bunch of people who have attitudes because they wanted this then and now, and they came at the wrong time period, so you have to tell them the people that they needed to talk to are no longer present, and then they start getting. Yeah, exactly. I am quite introverted when it comes to it. More limestone. So let's queue up more of this room. Psychic drone female, which means every female is going to be in a bad mood. However, Wanda is not affected by psychic stuff, so she's just completely unaffected. And she's the only female here, besides the rat. Um, I wouldn't know since I haven't actually started earning anything. They have they have four requirements to go into their affinity program. I could be wrong. Um, it's like you need to have a certain amount of viewers, you have to stream a certain amount of hours a month, and you have to stream a certain amount of days a month, and then you have to have at least a minimal of a certain amount of viewers at all times. The viewers at all time, since I don't really have that many followers to begin with, it usually is not even close to the amount needed to even be opted into the program. Yeah. So, like, I mean, theoretically, if I ever take off, it theoretically might be good for me, but I'll never know. Oh my goodness. I was not expecting a meteorite of plasteel to come down. That's amazing. I was drinking some of my lemon iced tea. Oh, I know. A couple months ago, I was actually streaming every single day for an entire month. However, it really does eat at you. Even if it's something just basic as streaming every day, talking every day does get exhausting. That I would stream a lot, and by the end of it, my throat was so sore that I was basically just not talking for most of the stream because I felt like I was too burnt out to actually speak, which is not good, but I don't know. Like, when I first started, I was basically streaming daily, and then I stopped for about a month to a month and a half. I was actually a couple weeks before I actually started streaming more, however, I had one of these spam bots get at me. Basically, they try adding you on Discord, and I did not know there were bots like that. But they, it basically kind of like made me feel nervous about streaming until I kind of got over it. And since then, I've been streaming almost daily. I don't stream on days I work because, or for long durations, due to the fact I don't really feel like doing that much when I work. I just like to save all my energy for it. But yeah, like you mentioned with linking Twitch to other social medias, I actually do. I have a YouTube channel where I post the streams connected to Twitch, but other than that, I really don't have any sort of Twitch, like social medias like Instagram or anything like that. I've never been the greatest when it comes to, uh, what's the right word? What is it? I'm I'm thinking of a word, but I can't think of said word. Um, I can't think of. I don't do well when it comes to. I know what I'm trying to say, but my brain isn't letting me. Editing. I'm not the best person when it comes to editing. Like I've done very basic editing. As you can tell, there's like this one clip I did on Foxhole on my page. But yeah, I've been thinking about setting up an Instagram for it. Just haven't really, you know, have a lot of clips to really put on there. Um, on YouTube, I'm thinking once I, learn more about editing, I'm going to basically cut down these streams into easy to digest 20-minute to 30 minutes videos. Will I ever do that? We'll find out a while from now, of course. True, but Instagram is for the most part like short 1 minute. Wait a minute. Are they trying to tame the rat? Oh, they are. Oh, right. I completely forgot. I was going to accept the unknown drifters so they can come in and help us. Let's remove the medical part of the bed and accept, I guess. And they can do work for me. I'm gonna tell them to clean for and haul for the most part. Researching for this one because he has a strong passion in it. Are they good at mining? They are not. So it's not even worth having them do that. I like it just says Nord. Murderer is no longer inspired. Shoot frenzy. Really? I've never really used AI platforms, nor AI for that matter. I just don't like using AI because I see it as not really organic. Why is Wanda in a bad mood? She's in pain? Oh, due to her scar. I see. The workshop slash the bridge is slightly impressive now. Who would have thought it? Thunk it. Granite. So we can do some granite there. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Finally completed microelectronics. It's been forever. So we can look down that in production, high-tech research bench. Turns out it did not need to be as big as we made it. Oh, that's going to look so weird now. So let's click to dismantle these, like so. And then we're going to build an advanced high-tech research bench. That way, research is even quicker. However, we would only have one person instead of two people working on it. But I can make a chair for them to sit on. Tell them to reinstall those. Oh yeah, I know it is quite empty. You weren't here when it was doing the countdown of my knowledge, but usually, like, are you telling me they made a masterwork wooden chair? Jesus, they made a masterwork chair. The chair has a beauty of 40 and it's made of wood. Okay. But yeah, like, I actually did have a UI. I do have a UI set up for when I game, but I've disabled it. Like, it's like a small simple UI, but just like this, it now it shows a chat while I game, but I turned that off because I just don't really like it, and for the most times it's just left empty and barren, so I never saw the reason to keep it on. Yeah, I've thought of that. I before that I had like another UI that was like a rose blossom kind of thing. It was on top where it would show the pawns on top of Rimworld. It was like a small rose blossom, like cherry cherry blossom. Jesus. Um, it was nice, but I don't know. I just kind of got sick of it and tried doing changes, and well, said changes, I got rid of them. I still have the files set up that I could easily just re-enable it, but I don't know. I plan on changing it, like adding a additional AI because I'm thinking about becoming a PNG artist. So PNG artist being, of course, having a picture of basically all it really needs is a picture of two like near identical photos of a character, one with their mouth closed and one with them talking to do very basic PNG artist things. Yeah, like there's this one Twitch streamer I follow. The why can't I remember her name out of all this time when I re- know about her all the time? Looking at community follower list. So the Ginger Soar. She's a really good Twitch streamer, I will say. She has a big UI and all that. Pretty good person. I actually met her because I was actually watching some Planet Zoo because I was debating whether or not to buy it. Because I was going through a phase of Zoo Tycoon 2, and that game is really old and not you can't really buy it anywhere. So I decided to buy Planet Zoo, and I wanted to watch some people before making the final decision. Oh shoot, we have to run. No, it's spelled so like a dinosaur, but instead of dino, it's gingersaur. Their whole Twitch things kind of modeled around dinosaurs because they really love dinosaurs. That's why when I first found them, I showed my partner. My partner is obsessed with dinosaurs, and they've been a very good friend. I what you call it? Am quite. I'm in their Discord. I don't have a Discord set up for my own Twitch account, a Twitch stream, but let me just take a look because I think looking here, I might be able to find her account. There we go. So by clicking this, click copy and stream manager, paste, I think. Yeah, so this is how her user is spelled. She's really good and really nice to talk to. But I love the PNGs when she turns into a dino chicken nugget. It's some of the funniest stuff ever. But yeah, like I've been making small steps. One is I have a 10-minute countdown for when my streams start or end. I wanted to make it that it would have music. However, music seems to be a kind of iffy thing that I've been talking to several different streamers on how to safely get that set up since copyright and all that's kind of bad. Okay, so we do have to actually leave this place. So I'm just gonna. We have so much rice, but we have no space for the rice. We could build a copy right here. And dismantle that one. Expand the zone. Wait, no. Don't expand the zone. Just build a copy right here. And click this, and then click this, and then click link settings. You know, I thought we had a longer period of time before we would use up all our storage space, but it seems like we've completely used up our storage space. We still have a lot of plasteel that we need to make the anchor, so we are grabbing that. Yeah, that's enough plasteel to make it, actually. we just need, let's see here, Odyssey, grav anchor, 80 gravlet panels, and 5 advanced components. Does it require power to function? No, it does not. Oh, that's pretty nice. Oh, well, I mean, I have some artist friends of myself, that I could contact them if I need be. Like, like I made a couple artist friends from when I met the Ginger Sword. She basically told me the artist she did for their PNGs and all that. So when I eventually have, the means of doing that, I was going to contact them. That or my partner. My partner's a very skilled artist, whether or not they, you know, believe it, but I love their art, so. Are they just. Yeah, I actually was back in middle school, I was a slight artist, but I wasn't perfect, and it's been a while, so I'm not planning on making anything custom myself. The only real custom thing I've made on the internet is probably some mods for Fallout 4, like settlement mods I've done. Like there's this one where it built the entirety of the Vault 88 already pre-made, um, for Sim Settlements 2 layout. So every room's like a 3 by 3, so 9 tiles basically. However, messing with all the files was such a dizzy because it relies on another mod in order to work. Um, okay, we got almost all the rice from here, so we are actually going to. Did we get all the plasteel though? We did not get all the plasteel. Alright. Small shelf. Work frenzy. Okay. But yeah, we're going to fly off once we get these plasteals set up. And like that, we are going to click launch. Wait, everyone did grab the steel, right? Good. We are taking off to this zone, the Ottercom Chasm. Oh, they're angered because we did toxic waste dumping. Oh no, such a nightmare. I don't care for the environment in this game. The lava doesn't seem good. Looks like there's an ancient danger here as well. Ancient dangers are quite, well, dangerous. Looking at it, we got a relay here, and a relay here. So all more so in the middle. Trying to put myself in a safe location. Auto hack, auto hack, and auto hack. We are going to save and take a quick gander at here. Hmm, interesting. All right. Well, with that, I think I am going to end stream mainly due to the fact that, you know, kind of have things to do today. So I believe we saved. And with that, I will see you guys in the next stream, which, going off the fact that I work, might be Saturday or Sunday. I might hop on depending on my mood. Um, you know, Thursday and Friday, but it's not guaranteed. I hope you have a good day or night, depending where you're watching, well, watched the stream from. And I will see you guys then. Potentially, maybe Thursday and Friday, if, can't sleep before work. You know, basic stuff. But with that, I will see you guys next stream. And next stream will probably be, more Rimworld. Maybe some other games. Because I've been interested in streaming Planet Zoo again. Same with the Planet Crafter, which is a terraforming game. Not sure if I will. However, we will, find out that later. But with that, have a good day or night, guys. See you next stream.